Okay, great. So we're all in standing position, perfect. And we'll check in with our posture. So we'll make sure our feet are facing straight ahead, and then they're about hip width apart. Slight bend in the knees, good hip position, and then core engaged, ribs pulling down, belly button pulling in, shoulders backing down away from the ears, and good head position. And then from there, we'll start with our marches. So we'll bring one leg up and use the opposite arm to go up at the same time. Perfect. So one leg bending up. Yep, perfect. Marches. Yep, and then opposite. So you're switching arms and legs each time. Good. Opposite arm, opposite leg are going up. Perfect. We're just warming up the body. Warming up the body with this one. We'll keep going with this one. Keep going. A few more. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Nice job. Good. And then we'll relax down, and then we'll start with our arm circles. So our arms are going to go right out to our sides, parallel with the ground. Arms straight, and then we're going to go small arm circles. So you'll start circling the arms in one direction. Good. Yep, circling the arms in one direction. Good. Keeping your core engaged with this one too. Make sure your ribs are pulling down, belly button pulling in. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch directions. Opposite direction with the arms. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then we'll bend the arms, hands up towards the ceiling. Good. And then reach all the way up towards the ceiling, extending the arms straight. Yep, straight up as high as you can. Good. And then back down, arms bent again to that same position. Good. And then we'll reach back up to the ceiling, arms all the way up, extending up. Good. And then back down. Good. And just keep with that pace, right up and then back down. All the way up and back down. Good. Up. Good. Keep going. Good. Keep reaching up as high as you can, all the way up over your ears. Good job. And then all the way down. Nice job. We'll go 3 more with this one. Reach up, 3, and back down. And then reach up, 2. Good. Back down. And then 1 more. And then reach up and back down. Good. Perfect. Nice. All right. Next one, we're going to start in that kind of slight bent knees position. So you'll just bend the knees slightly, and then we're going to go side shuffle side to side. So bend the legs, kind of sit the hips back, and then you'll take 1 step to the side and then 1 step to the other side. Good. And if it feels really easy, just bend the legs even more into like kind of like a squatting kind of position. So if it feels easy, just bend the legs even more. Good. And hips back. Good. Core engaged with this one as well. Good. And loading the legs. Good. Stay low and side to side. Good. Keep going. Good. Stay low. We'll go about 5 more. We have 5. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. Perfect. Good. And then we'll go back to those marches again. So we'll go back to standing marches, opposite arm and leg. Good. Driving the knees up nice and high. Arms moving. Good job. Good. Keep the core engaged. Belly button pulling in. Perfect. Everyone going up their own pace with this one. About being light on the feet too. Yeah, good job. Good, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Perfect. And then we'll go back to the arm circles again. We'll go a little bit bigger with the arm circles this time, so just slightly bigger with the arm circles. Perfect. A little bit bigger than last time, the arm circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then switch the directions with the arm circles. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. And then we'll bend the arms and reach all the way up towards the ceiling. Bend the arms, reach all the way up. Good. And back down. Yep. Keep going with those. Reach up and back down. Up. Good. Stop. Nice job. So 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. One more. And nice job. Good. And then we'll go back to those side shuffles again. So we'll bend the legs and then take one step to the side and then the other step to the side. Good. So really staying low with this one if it's feeling really easy. The lower you go with your legs, the more intense it's going to be. Good. And if you're going low with the legs, make sure that your knees aren't going really forward, that you're sticking your hips back and your knees are staying over your feet. So they're not bending forward too much. Okay, nice and low.
Very good for glute.
Oh, yes. Definitely. Yeah, getting the side of your glutes with this one, which is really nice. Your glute medius.
Yeah, burning.
Yeah, that's good. We'll go 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Good. Okay, we're going to go one more round through those. So we'll go back to the marches. So arms and legs, good. Knees up nice and high on the marches, good. Yep, staying wide on the feet, good. Core engaged, perfect. This one you should feel some glutes too, especially after the side shuffle. Still feel a little bit of glutes. Yeah. Glutes and some abs. And... job. We'll go 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 6. Good. And then we'll go arm circles again, this time even bigger with the arm circles. So make the arm circles just a little bit bigger. Perfect. Nice job. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And switch the direction. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And we're going to bend those arms and reach up overhead again with this one. Yep, reach all the way up and back down. Perfect. Yep, really try to keep the shoulders back and down away from the ears. Perfect. Up, back down. Up. 5 more with this one. Good. 1 more. Up and down. Nice job. Good. All right, we'll go back to the side shuffles. So we'll stay as low as you can with this one. Yep, it's our last one with this one. Good. Keeping the hips back, knees back, using those glutes. And make sure your full foot is making contact with the floor. You don't want to be up on your toes and you don't want to be just on your heels. Make sure the whole foot is pushing through the ground. Stay as low as you can with this one. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Perfect. Good. All right, you guys, you're doing good. Feeling warm?
Yay.
All right, let's grab our chair if it's handy. Okay, good. Yeah, we can start in our seated position. And we will go our squats again today. More squats. So you'll go all the way up to standing. So before we go up to standing, make sure that your feet are about hip width apart and you're pressing the full foot into the ground. Knees are right over the feet. And then we're just going to kind of lean forward and then also so sitting up nice and tall and shoulders back and down. Really long spine. So you want your spine to feel nice and elongated towards the ceiling. Good. And then you're going to lean in to like towards your knees a little bit, slightly, just slight lean forward. Good. And then you're going to use your legs to stand all the way up. So using your legs, you'll go all the way up to a standing position. Trying to use your glutes. Good. So loading those glutes all the way up to standing. All the way up, all the way up. Good. And then we'll go all the way back down to the chair. So to sit back down to the chair, make sure that you're sitting your hips back first and then going all the way down. Perfect. And then we'll go all the way up again. So leaning slightly forward and really focusing on using your legs, using your glutes. Yep. And then once you get up to the top, you'll just go right back down. So we'll have everyone at their own pace with this one. So as soon as you get back down to the chair, just come right back up. And as soon as you're up to standing, you'll go right back down. Good.
Wow. Right.
And just really focusing on using our legs with this one. Legs, legs, legs. Good. Make sure our core is engaged and keep your spine nice and long the whole time. Nice and long spine. Good. We'll go a couple more with this one. All the way up to standing and then all the way back down. Up. Good. One more.
Oh, I'm getting hot already.
Nice. So good. We're getting warm. All right. So we're going to start with our hands on our knees. And then also that good spinal position. So your spine is nice and long. Head up towards the ceiling. Good. And then you're going to have your arms straight and you're just going to reach them forward so that they're parallel with the floor. Good. Yep. And palms down towards the floor. Palms facing the floor. Perfect. And then we'll go into those rows. So we'll open up the chest, pulling the shoulders back and really focusing on squeezing the shoulders back. And then you'll reach forward again. So you'll reach back forward. Good. And then back to the row. Perfect. Yep. And just keep going at your own pace with this one. So arms will be forward and then you're squeezing the shoulders back. Squeezing the elbows back on the row. Yep. So opening up the chest as much as you can on the row. So really squeezing the elbows back. Yep. Elbows back and then reach back forward. Yep. Keep going with this one. We'll go about 5 more. Reach forward. Two more. Good. Last one. And 1. Perfect. Nice job. Good. And then we'll go back to our squat. So good spine position, nice and long. Use your legs, stand all the way up, and then hinge the hips when you go back down. So sitting the hips back first. Good. So yeah, you don't want to be like loading your knees too much. Think about really using your glutes, using your butt muscles. And to do that, you want to be sitting the hips back to the chair as the first part of your movement. So hips back to the chair, Squeeze the glutes all the way up to standing as you come up. Perfect.
Mm.
About 3 more. 3.
Ooh, you're grilling us.
That's so good. And last one. Nice job. Perfect. Good. Yeah, those ones are so important because there's so many times throughout your day where you go down to sit in a chair, right? And then you want to stand back up. And you guys don't want to get to the point where it gets hard to get out of a chair, right? You always want to be able to get out of a chair. Good. So we'll go back to the rows. So hands on the knees and then straight up. Perfect. And then squeeze the elbows back on the row and then reach back forward. Perfect. Forward, back. Down, opening up the chest, and you should feel your shoulder blades like squeezing back. Shoulder blades are squeezing back. We'll go 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, one more round through those, so we'll go back to the squats and then more rows. So, yep, all the way up to standing and then back down. Squats. All the way up and back down. Good. Loading the legs, loading the glutes, core engaged. And keep your spine nice and long with this one. Nice and long. Two, good, one more. And great. All right, last set on these rows. So we'll open up the chest, squeeze the elbows back, and then reach back forward.
You know, this is weird because the muscles in the back.
Yeah.
I am more aware of it on the right side, but then not the left very much. So I have to think about it.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing, you know, I think.
Mhm.
But the awareness of the muscle itself.
Yeah. That's really cool that you noticed. Because yeah, your body ends up having muscle imbalances just from the way you move throughout your world and doing certain things repetitively and using one side of your body more than the other. And so muscle imbalances is something that just kind of happens. But exercise is a great way to kind of even those out. And it's a good opportunity to wake up those muscles. So we'll go one more. And 1, that's great. Awesome. All right, you guys, you're doing good. Let's grab some water if you would like any water, and then we'll go to the mat.
Yeah, when I work out that row at the gym, since I'm using the weight, definitely there's no chance for my left side to be bigger, you know. So, but when there's no weight, I can feel maybe I'm a little lazy on the left side, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. A mat?
Yes, yeah, grab a mat. And if you have the band close by.
Okay. The soft one or?
Yeah, the soft one, yeah.
Okay, great. I like that one better.
Yeah, so there'll be two resistances, and whichever one's lighter, go with the lighter resistance. Perfect. And yeah, you don't need to put the band on yet. We'll just have it close by so that when it's time, you'll be ready to put that on. And we'll start in tabletop position, so on hands and knees. Yep, on hands and knees. And your knees are going to be right under your hips, and your hands are going to be right under your shoulders. Good. And then you're going to we're going to go cat-cow, so you're going to round your spine. So spine's going up towards the ceiling. Inhale, and then exhale as you depress it the other way and look up a little bit. Good. Yep. And then inhale, round. And exhale, depress. Good. Down. Perfect. Inhale, round. And exhale, depress. Perfect. Inhale, round. And exhale, depress. Perfect. Keep going. Inhale, round. Exhale, depress. Perfect. Inhale, round. Exhale, depress. Good. We'll go three more. Inhale, round. Exhale, depress. Three. Inhale, round. Exhale. Good. And last one. Inhale, round. And exhale. Perfect. And then next we'll go to bird dog. So opposite arm and leg will extend out. If that feels too challenging, you can do either just the arms or just the legs. So yeah, staying in that tabletop position. You're gonna have one arm reaching forward and the opposite leg will reach back. One arm reaches forward, opposite leg reaches back. Perfect. Yep. And switch sides each time. So you're alternating sides. Good. And your core is engaged, ribs pulling down, belly button pulling in towards the spine. Good. And think about your body staying really steady through the spine so that it's not shifting side to side too much, that it's staying really even. A few more with this one. Opposite. More. Nice job. Perfect. Okay, so we're back at this tabletop position, and we're going to do a new one for everyone today, and that one's fire hydrants. So you're going to stay in this this tabletop position, and you're going to lift one knee out to the side. So you're going to keep the leg bent at the 90 and just lift it out to the side. Yep, and then right back down. Perfect. And so you're going to stay on this one leg for about 10 reps. So reach up and then back down, reach up and back down. Good. Keep going. 4, back down, and up and back down. Keep going. For 3 more. 3, 2, good. 1 more. And 1. Perfect. And we'll switch to the other side. Good. So other side. Reaching the knee up and then back down. Knee up and back down. So you guys should be feeling this in the side of your glute. And then your core is going to have to be very engaged to keep your spine stable throughout this.
Yeah. Otherwise, I fall down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, cores. Your abdominals are your stabilizing muscles for this. And 1. Great job. Perfect. And then we will flip over onto our backs for the next one. And if you would like to use the band, you can use the band. So if you're using the band, what you're going to do is you're just going to put the band on right above the knees. So you'll put both of your legs through the band and bring it up to right above your knees. And then we'll start with glute bridges. So you'll be all the way down on your back. Feet are going to be about hip width apart on the floor. Perfect. And then you're just going to drive your knees out so that they're in line with your feet. And then you'll squeeze your glutes and bring your hips all the way up towards the ceiling. And then drop them all the way back down. So all the way back down, and then all the way up, and all the way back down. So with this one, really focus on pulling the ribs down and pulling the belly button in, especially at the top. A lot of times when you bring your hips all the way up, your core kind of relaxes and you kind of arch your lower back. And we don't really want that. We want your core to stay engaged. So to do that, you'll just keep the ribs pulling down and belly button pulling in at the top. Perfect. Nice job. We'll keep going with the reps with this one. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2. Great job. Good. And then we will flip over onto our sides and we'll go clamshells. So yeah, you'll just flip over to one side, keep the legs bent at that 90 degree, and then you'll lift the top knee up towards the ceiling and then drop it back down. Perfect. And then back down. Yep. So you want to keep your hips stacked right on top of each other. Perfect. And you should feel the side of your glute working again. Go 2 more with this one. 2 and 1. Perfect. And then we'll flip over to the other side, so you'll just roll over to the other side. Good. And keep the legs bent at the 90, and then same thing with the other side. Top legs driving up towards the ceiling. Good. 2 more with this one. 2 and 1. Great job. Perfect. All right. We will take the band off. Coming off for this one. Good. And then we'll go dead bugs. So on our backs, we'll have our hands reaching up towards the ceiling and our legs at a 90-degree angle. Perfect. And yep, hands are reaching up towards the ceiling. And then opposite, or you could do opposite arm and leg if you want, extending out, or you can do just the legs. So if you're doing just the legs, you'll just drop one foot down and then switch to the other leg. So you'll pull that leg back up and then switch to the other leg. You're just alternating, dropping one heel to the floor.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Perfect. Yep. So one heel will drop to the floor and switch. Perfect. Yep. And yep. So just keep alternating. So you'll keep one leg up at all times. So you'll have one leg's always going to be off the ground. Yep. And then drop one and then switch them. Yep.
And keep the knees bent 90 degrees.
Yeah, keep the legs bent 90 degrees and always keep one off the floor at all times. So yeah, there you go. Always keep one off the floor. There you go. Yep, and switch. Keep switching. Good job. And with this one, really focus on keeping the lower back pulling down, ribs down, belly button pulling in. Nice job. Good. Sit opposite. Good. Perfect. And relax down. Nice job. Nice job, guys. All right, perfect. Let's go back through those. So we'll go back to our tabletop position, and we'll go our cat-cows again. That's fine. Find this one. Go more side. Yeah.
This one?
Oh no, inhale, rounding the spine, and then exhale.
Okay.
Yeah, so just a couple more with this one. We'll go 2 and 1. Good. And then we'll go bird dogs again. So opposite arm and leg extending out away from each other. So arm and leg extend out, and then switch sides. And alternating, opposite, opposite. Good. And alternating. Good. Good. Keeping the core engaged with this one. Belly button pulling in.
Toes extended or ankle down?
Yeah, you can keep your foot flexed. Yep, foot flexed. And you're just kicking the heel straight back to, like, if there's a wall behind you, straight back to the wall.
Got it.
Belly button pulling in. We'll go one more each leg. And 1. Great job. Perfect. Good. And then we'll do those fire hydrants again. So in that tabletop position, you'll just lift one knee out to the side. Yep, right out to the side, and then drop it back down. Out to the side.
That's so funny.
What?
The name is funny.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I learned something new now.
I know, right? It makes sense though, right? It's like, it just makes so much sense. It's like, what else would you call it?
What does that mean? I was thinking, and yeah. Got it.
Yeah, and as you were doing it, it's like, oh yeah.
Did you invent that or it's not?
No, it wasn't me, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll switch legs now. We'll go to the other side. Give 2 more. And 1. Good. Perfect. All right, we'll flip back over onto our backs with the band. Put the band on right above the knees. Start with the glute bridges again.
Okay.
Yeah, so on your back, feet will be on the floor, about hip width apart. Good, knees in line with the feet, and then core engaged, ribs down, and you'll drive the hips up towards the ceiling. So feet down on the floor, and then just drive the hips up. Yeah, so both feet will be on the floor. Yeah. Yeah, we're not at the other one. We're not at the confusing one yet. Perfect. Good. So yeah, keeping the ribs pulling down, belly button pulling in. Good. And then all the way back down. Perfect. We'll go 5 more with this one. 5, keeping the core engaged at the top, ribs down. 4, good. And focus on squeezing the glutes, using the glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Great. And then clamshells on your side. So we'll flip over to your side. Top knee will drive up towards the ceiling, the legs bent. Good. 4 more with this one. And 4. Good. Keeping the core engaged with this as well. Belly button pulling in. 3, 2, and 1. Good. And we'll switch sides. Go to the other side. Ribs down, belly button pulling in, and then using your glutes. Driving that top knee up towards the ceiling. Feet are staying together. Four more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Good. Okay, we'll take the band off and now dead bugs. For anyone who's been doing the dead bugs for a little bit and want to add any challenge, you can do opposite arm and leg. So as you're dropping one foot down to the floor, the opposite arm will reach behind your head, and then as you pull the leg back up, the arm will come back up, and then you'll switch to the other side. So that's if you want to add a challenge. If you're feeling like this is enough, just keep the arms reached up towards the ceiling and drop one heel at a time. So,
am I doing it right?
Sorry?
Am I doing it right? The left leg up, right arm up.
Yeah. It looks like your video froze right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
It's frozen right now for some reason.
Do
I'm sure it'll come back. But I would just stick with just the legs for now. So just keep the arms straight up towards the ceiling, and then you'll drop one heel down, and then you'll pull that leg back up, and then drop the other leg down. So just, yeah, okay, perfect. Yep, so keep your arms extended up towards the ceiling, drop one heel, and then pull it back up, and then drop the other one. Perfect. Yeah, keep going with that, and just stick with that for now. Yeah, so keep the arms reached up towards the ceiling the whole time. Good, and then really focus on keeping that lower back pulling down towards the ground. So ribs are pulling down, belly button pulling in, and that's gonna help get your core working a little bit harder. Yep, and then just, yep, keep going with the legs. Perfect. We'll go a couple more. You got it. And 1. Perfect. All right, relax down. Good job. We'll go one more round through these. Just one more. You guys feeling good?
Okay, so what's the next one?
Tabletop position. So we'll go back to our tabletop position, and we'll go cat-cows. So you're going to be rounding the spine on your inhale, and then exhale, depressing the spine.
Okay.
Yep. Inhale, round. Exhale, depress. Inhale, round. Exhale, depress. Perfect. more. And excellent, perfect. And we'll go to the bird dogs, opposite arm and leg extending out away from each other. Perfect. Good. Really keeping the core engaged. Going. We'll go 2 more each. One more each. Good, perfect. All right, we'll go back to the fire hydrants. So we'll keep in that tabletop position and then just lifting one knee up towards the ceiling and then back down. Perfect. Down, great. So 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. And switch to the other side. Good. And then we'll go to the mat. We'll grab the band and above the knees and glute bridges. This is the first one. So go all the way on the back, feet driving into the floor, squeeze the glutes, hips up to the ceiling and back down. So yeah, when your hips are up towards the ceiling, make sure your core is engaged, ribs are down, and belly button's pulling in. Good. And that you're really focusing on squeezing the glutes. Good. Yeah, keep those ribs pulling down the whole time, especially when your hips are up off the ground. Ribs down, belly button in. Good. Good. So yeah, when your back goes on the ground, check in with your spine position and make sure your spine's not super arched away from the floor, and then maintain that like spinal position at the top. Good. All the way down, back up. We'll go 3 more with this one. We'll go 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Good. And then we'll go clamshells on our side. So flip over to one side.
I forgot what this one.
Yeah, so you'll be on your side and have both of your legs bent at a 90, and then just drive the top knee up towards the
ceiling. Clamshell?
Yeah, clamshell.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
I didn't see here. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, that's perfect. Good. Also make sure your core's engaged with this one, ribs down, belly button pulling in.
Yeah, not too fast coming down, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Yeah, that helps you feel the resistance of the band. That's you resisting the band pulling you back down. So that's part of it. Great.
Because it's easy to clam shut quickly.
What?
It's easy to shut the clam fast.
Yes, exactly. So we'll go one more. And then we'll switch to the other side. other side, same thing with the other side, feet staying together, driving the top knee up towards the ceiling. We'll go 2 more with this one, 2, and 1, good. And then we'll take the band off again, and we'll go back to the dead bugs. So hands up towards the ceiling, legs bent at a 90-degree, and then dropping one foot down to the floor, pulling it back up, and then dropping the other one. Good. And if that feels easy, you can add the arms in. So just extend the opposite arm overhead. Yep, opposite arm overhead. Nice job. Yeah, once you start doing the opposite arm and leg, it definitely starts becoming a bit of a mind exercise as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, opposite arm and opposite leg dropping down. Yeah, if your left leg is dropping down, your right arm is extending overhead.
I don't know. Am I doing it?
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay if you're struggling with the arms today. If you can't do the arms today, just do the legs. Just do one leg and then the other leg. The arms is definitely an advanced challenge for sure. Because it definitely challenges the mind for sure. But once you get that, then it just becomes more and more natural. Good. One more each. 1 and 1. Good. Nice job. It's almost like you're crawling, but you're on your back while you're crawling.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because like when you crawl, your opposite, opposite arm and leg are moving together. Same with when you walk. That's probably a good reason why we crawl before we walk, is to get that opposite arm and leg mechanics. But okay. Perfect. Good job, you guys. Let's finish with let's do one set of plank, or maybe a couple sets of plank, and then some stretches, and then that's it for the day. So for our planks, if you want to do a high plank is where you're in like a high push-up position, and you're just holding that position. But if you want to do a low plank where you're on your forearms, you can do that instead, just depending on where you're at fitness-wise. Go with whatever level makes sense for you. So we'll all start together, and then just step the legs back so that you're in your plank position, and we're just holding that position. Good. So squeezing the glutes, pulling the belly button in towards the spine so that your core and your glutes are both engaged. Good. And breathing. Just breathe through it. Good. So your head's at a nice neutral position. Good. Go about 10 more seconds with this one. Go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Relax down. Relax down. Catch your breath. And then we'll take a few breaths here, and then we'll go back and do one more set on these. So when you're ready, we'll step it back to our plank position again. So step the feet back. Good. And your body is in a nice straight line. Squeezing the glutes, pulling the belly button in. And if you're at a high plank, that's great. If you're at a low plank, that's great. Just wherever you are today, that's great. Keep going. Go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Perfect. Relax down. And then let's just go right into a child's pose position. So you'll sit your hips back towards your feet. Your legs are bent, and then your arms are extended forward. Arms are extended forward. Perfect. And just let your body relax into the floor. It should feel really nice. Really nice. Just breathe into this one. So 10 more seconds with this. One, good. And then let's flip over onto our backs. We'll be laying on our back. And let's start with like a figure 4 stretch. So you'll be laying on your back. You're gonna have one leg bent, and then opposite ankle is gonna go on top of the opposite knee. Good. And you're kind of pushing the knee away from you, the one that's bent, the leg with the ankle on the knee, kind of pressing that knee away, or you're hugging in that leg to get a deeper stretch. So a little bit longer with this one. Five more seconds. Good time, good. And we'll switch to the other side. So we'll do the same thing with the other leg. Stop. Nice deep breaths with this one. You're doing your static stretches like this, you always want to hold them at least 30 seconds. 30 seconds is good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then let's just relax both legs down, all the way on the ground. Good. Legs are straight. Shoulders are relaxed down, and let your arms just kind of relax into the ground. If palms up feels good, then go with that. Just let your body feel heavy and relaxed. And take some deep breaths. Okay. That's all the way into your belly, so really using your diaphragm. A couple more deep breaths. And then just take a moment to check in with your body, see how it feels after moving and exercising, and take a moment to appreciate moving your body today. And you guys did great. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.